Hi, Doug Peacock here. How are you going? Welcome to this morning. I'm not 100% sure which way we're going to go with this because I'm totally leaving this up to the energy. I've been guided that it's about helping people with um, the fear and the worry and that's in the world at the moment, and it's about helping people there to find a way, pathway through. It's not the only way, but this is a way that let me stop for a moment. I'm going to go back to, hi guys, I had to put my glasses on to actually see who you are, but I'll leave that off. Blessings. The funny thing is, what I want to get there is these sessions here are going to be for healings. I want to actually help you heal yourselves and help you remember who you are. And as you remember who you are, you will heal your life. And as you do that, life will become very peaceful. If you look over my shoulder here, you can see that there's a lake in the background. I started meditating out here about half an hour ago, quarters of an hour ago. It was rough. The water was all wrinkly and the wind was blowing a little bit. The birds were screaming. And all of a sudden, just before we started, it became very peaceful here. The birds have quietened down and the lake is becoming like a mill pond. And for me, that's how we need to be inside. We need to be like this mill pond. It's funny, the other thing that happened as my meditation, as I come out of it, they said, go make yourself a cup of tea because that's how you work best. And it is. I have my cup of tea with me and I sit there. So when it comes to where you're at and how are you going to heal your life and this, one of the things that I want you to know is that there is nothing but love and light within you and coming through us. But one of the biggest mistakes that we all make is we go and get caught into our head, or we go and get caught into some BS story, and all we do is cause ourselves suffering. One of the things that I look at, there's this virus, the coronavirus, that's going on. It's a catalyst for us. It's just like, when people talked about Donald Trump, and I sort of don't know a lot about him. I watch him from a distance and I just smile. That guy is such a catalyst to change, to break shit up, because he's annoying people. And what we need is we need to be cleaned out inside and actually be honest with who we are and the love. If you look at your partner there, or, people around you, what would happen if you just allowed there to be some love there? For no reason at all, but just have some love and allow that to just be. So I'm not going to lecture people on how to be because I'm not perfect in any way, but one thing I do know is I follow the energy. The only reason I'm doing this here and doing it is because about a month ago I was doing some of my practices and I said, I just let go and I said, I'm willing to do whatever you ask. And the next thing, here I am. And I go, okay, so I've got no idea where this is going to go, how it's going to unravel. So I'm just going to let the energy do the work. And that's basically how I work. For those that know me, know that that's what always happens for me. I've been lucky enough and blessed enough to be able to go around the world. And quite often I go and I just turn up at places and everything just works out because I trust the energy. And I trust the energy. And you're listening to this for a reason. Whether you're here now, present in this present moment, live, or you're watching it in a replay, the energy will still be the same because it's always now. And you're ready. Whenever you listen to this, you are ready to let go of your next piece. You're ready to open up, to know yourself even deeper. And it's so beautiful as it opens. I had a friend touch ring message my wife yesterday and says, it was Doug alright, he seems emotional. When the light comes through me, and when this love comes through me, it's so overwhelmingly beautiful that I just want everyone to have it. Because if you can have it, how will your life be? If you're just resting in joy and you let go of the stories and the bullshit that's there, how will you be? Does it matter that someone cuts off in traffic? If you just know that you are love, and you just know you're light, and you just know that you are enough for yourself, how would it be for you? And well, yeah, I can feel. I laugh because I can feel the resistances and things inside people's energy fields, much like the lake. There's like little ripples in your consciousness. And this is what they talk about. This is what the consciousness gets me to giggle about, because you feel this little resistance and go, oh, dickhead, what are you talking about? And it's just, that's a resistance. You go, oh, wow, I got caught so quick. And you just come back to the peace. And as you come back to that peace, what you left there was nothing but a giggle inside of you, a joy. You go, wow, look how quick I got caught. And this is what I want you to look at in your life. We've been told to isolate, told to come within, told to have our borders closed down. So it's about coming with inside and going, okay, do I want this t-shirt? Do I want that one? I want neither. Chuck them out. What do we want? Where do you want to be? How do you want to know yourself inside? How do you know yourself inside? And what does knowing yourself look like? When we look at this, we realize any story that comes up in our head is nothing but bullshit. When we know ourselves, we know ourselves. There is nothing to be said. And when we don't know ourselves, it opens up the opportunity for us to know ourselves. And when we can go there, and you sit in that frequency, there, and feel the resistance already. Yeah, feel the resistance inside of you. Allow yourself to be there. Be honest with it for a change. Get rid of the bullshit story. Just be there. If it's uncomfortable, it's uncomfortable. If it's peaceful, it's peaceful. If you think you know, you probably don't. And it's just a matter of allowing that to be okay too. I laugh because when the energy comes through like that, they just giggle at us. They giggle at how we're playing the game. They giggle at what we're doing with our lives. And this is where I want you to allow yourself to really know yourself as truth. And when you know yourself as truth, there is nothing to be done. We go about our dharma, we do our, we get our cups of tea, we look after the house, we do the shopping, we do look after the kids, we do whatever. It just is. That's just what we're doing. But it's who we're being inside. So if this is making sense to you and you get a connection, just, I'll be honest, my wife says I said everything too blimmin' thing. To help the algorithm for this to go, just put a 1 if you're listening to this live, put a 2 if you're hearing it in a replay as a comment. And the thing that all I want you to do is just allow it, because I want this to get out there. I want people to actually recognize who they are. I want you to actually remember who you are and heal yourself, because we're walking around broken. We're all pissed off at something. And if we look at what we're pissed off of, we don't even really know what it is at the end of the day. So we need to come home, and we need to come to this first place. And so what we've got to, thank you guys. I'm saying thank you to you guys, but I'm also saying thank you to Spirit, because they're coming through for the next piece that we're going to do here, where we're actually going to step in and do a little bit of a cleansing. And wherever you are, however you're watching this, however you're hearing this, I want you to go to that place. And we're going to bring our attention to our chest. And I want you to go into that first room. Whatever that room is for you, whatever part of life it is that's causing you the irritation, where you are refusing to know yourself as wholeness, where you are refusing to know yourself as truth, where you may not even know that you didn't know yourself as wholeness or truth. You just thought this is how it is. And I just want you to, that's it there. And it's just allow yourself. And what you're going to feel come up against you, and you may feel like a pressure, or you may just feel some irritation or thought, or it may come as a colour or whatever. Everyone is different. But for me, how they're showing me the energy for you, it's just this energy that's coming up against it. Yeah, there it is there. Some of you it's going to be fear. Some of it's going to be sad. Some of it's going to be anger. It's okay. It doesn't matter what it is. It just is. It's just energy. And what we do is we just touch it with our awareness. This is the room in yourself where you're beginning to remember who you are. It's like you're coming home. It's you're turning around and you're starting to come home to awaken. And as you touch it, there is nothing else to be done but to touch it and allow it to do what it does. Let the energy do the work. As I'm talking to you, I'm just keeping your conscious mind busy. The real work's going on in the energy. The touches, the feelings in your body, the movements and the energy in your body is happening within inside of you. I'm not doing it to you. I am merely a guide along the way. You are the hero in your life. Allow yourself to heal yourself. Don't try and be a victim. I tried that. That's why I ended up really sick in 2015. Had an operation on my knee. I told you this before. It got so pussy that they were going to take the ACL out. It was the ACL joint I'd done, and I got so pussy and I got really, really ill. But I was being lazy. I wasn't taking care of my temple, myself. And this is what this is all about for me here, and this is what it's all about. And I want to help people all over the world, no matter where you are, because everyone's got different levels of fear. Some of you got a lot of fear coming up right now. Just let it run through. Just let it run through. Just let it go. And just hold on to that light. If you can see that light in yourself, just hold it. Just hold it in my hand. I'm there with you. And as I'm there with you, just let it run through. And as you let it run through, that's it. It'll begin to quieten, but like the lake. That's it. Let go, let go, let go. There you go. And stay there. Don't rush off and go to another room. Stay where you are. Allow yourself to get to know yourself here. Allow yourself to get to know what this is like. And maybe the first time for some of you that you've been in this place for a while. Some of you may come here quite often, but you haven't actually stopped and been here. You know, one thing about it is a lot of people love going deep real fast. Oh, hold on, what are we passing on the way? What about the journey? What about the signs or the bus shelters or the shops along the way? Do you notice them? Or do you just rush past? It's about slowing yourself down and actually coming home and being in with self. The more we do that, the more powerful we become. The faster things pick up. And this is just all that I want to touch on with you today, is to go into this room, because the work is coming through, the energy is flowing, and all I want you to do is touch it. You don't got to understand it, just touch it. Whoa, whoa, hold, hold. Notice how there's an aspect inside of you that's wanting to run. Be aware of that. It wants to go do something else. How often do you do that? How often do you run because you won't allow yourself to stay here? There we go, it's starting to push through a bit stronger now. The energy's starting to push through because the truth is starting to come up inside of you. Allow it to keep going. That's it. Just hold, hold, hold. That's it, here it comes. It's going to let go. It's going to let go. There we go. The energy's just going to let go inside of you and just allow it to unravel. There you go. And as you allow that to happen, just allow it to be released on all levels, lifetimes, bodies, and allow yourself to step into there. Yeah, step into that hole, the space that's been left. Step into the space that's been left and just be there. The question is, what do you want? How do you want to be? How do you want to show up? What new behaviours do you want to put in place? And just allow yourself to sit here. Nothing to be done. Just be light. Just be love. And just let it ponder through your mind. Just let it run through your mind. Just let the garbage and all the other stuff let go. And as it lets go, it just unravels. Quite simple, really. It's not rocket science. That's why I do it. But when we sit in this place and we're able to sit here and hold it, and I can feel the energy all around the world. It's just little pockets are beginning to start and sit there. We begin to start burning through this craziness. You do this work on yourself. It's amazing how many people you affect. It's not about doing it to others, it's about doing it to yourself. When we do this to ourselves, we illuminate. We become this light, and everyone talks about they're wanting to awaken and things like that. You know, when I first found out what awakening was, I was really disappointed. It was just about accepting ourselves. Just had to accept myself well. And it's been a lifelong journey now, learning how to accept self. Because you don't know what it means at the beginning, but we come back to just accepting yourself. And the more that we deepen and get into that, and it's not about getting out of our bodies. So many people are wanting to ascend. But the energy is what we need, is to bring the light into us. And to allow it to step into the traumas that we have in our body, the blocks that we have in our physical body and our energy field. They are there because we have not faced them. We have not grounded them and knowing the truth in them and allowed ourselves to step through them. when we do that, we set ourselves free. So there's been a lot here. And the thing is, there's work to be done. All I want you to do, and all I ask you to do, is to sit with this today. Sit in this one little room that you've opened up of remembering inside of yourself. And just be with it in everything you do. Notice how it feels. Notice when someone talks to you, how do you respond? Do you go with forgiveness, love? Or is there a grievance or a judgment? Just notice. Don't got to do anything. First step's becoming aware. As we become aware, we can see where we get caught everywhere. Doesn't matter, it just is. And as we allow that to unravel, we set ourselves free. It's just we're a big ball of wool. We just got to untangle ourselves, and then we come back home, and then we just get lighter and just get free. So please leave a comment on how it was for you, where you are, what's going on, because there's a lot of people out there that feel alone at the moment. And if we're honest, we're all walking down the same road. But a lot of us don't want to be seen to let our truth be out there. And, you know, if Spirit hadn't pushed me so bloody hard, I wouldn't be doing these. But I don't have a choice now. Well, I always have a choice, but, you know, I will not do this because it's too important for whatever. If it just touches one person, then it's done its job. And that's what's coming through. I'm willing to do it. And I'm willing, you know, you be willing to allow yourself to be who you are. Allow yourself to be the truth inside yourself, to know yourself as the light. And we will go deeper into that. But the thing is, no matter where you hear this, it's unraveling at the exact time. No one hears this at the wrong time. What happens, as what one of the teachers, when I was doing some work and Saint Germain was coming through, he says, you can have as thick armor as you like, and you can be so much in your bullshit and ego and that it does not matter. The energy always finds a way in. And that's what makes me giggle, because the energy just gets it. It's like you're waving over here and you get a smack in the head from the other side. But it's the energy will get in, it'll touch you, it'll be that feeling. Or maybe that little bit of space there for you. And you go, well, something that's weird. It just is. So I want you to allow yourself to be, but I don't want you to go out there rushing around trying to be something special. Just be yourself. Just allow yourself to see what it's like to be you. Just be in joy in yourself, as Ram Dass always used to say. God, I love that guy. Just be in joy in yourself. And hey, be good. So please share this around. Let people know. I will be doing this again tomorrow. I have no idea every day what's going to happen. This is just going to be the energy that comes through. But today was the start of the work. And the work will continue until I get told to stop. So please feel free to share it. Just leave a comment, and yeah, and if you wanted to know more, just reach out and say hi. My website's douglaspeacock.com. You go there and find some other bits and pieces I do. It's not that it's really got that much info on it. Just being honest there. But at the end of the day, let's just be love, eh? Have a great day wherever you are, and know that you are safe, and know that everything is going to be fine, whatever fine looks like. Okay, take care. Bye.